Guys, we made it. Bears football is back this Saturday, preseason opener against the Kansas City Chiefs. We got a full preview, things to watch out for this Saturday. Not keys to victory, because winning and losing isn't that important in the preseason. But with football being back, get the Bear Downs going in the comments. You can use the word, or if you got your iPhone, Android keyboard there, use the emojis as well. Get the Bear Downs flowing in the comments. And coming up, Bears vs. Chiefs preseason preview. Football is back. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. I am your host, Harrison Graham. On today's show, we got a Chicago Bears versus Kansas City Chiefs preseason preview. Like I said, winning and losing isn't really the priority, but I got 5 different things to keep an eye on when these two teams kick it off this Saturday at noon o'clock Central Time. You look at some of the notes from last year. Obviously, Kansas City had a great season, 12-5, run to the AFC Championship game, top 10 in scoring offense and defense. Bears 6-11. Bottom 5 in scoring offense, bottom 10 or so in scoring defense. Bears actually favored 3.5-point favorites in this one if you want to go bet on some preseason football with BetUS. Over-under set at 35. So we'll see how it goes in terms of the winning and losing aspect of it, but I'm keeping an eye on 5 storylines to watch out for. So here we go. Let's jump into it. Number 1, and I think this is going to be true throughout the preseason, we're all keeping an eye on Justin Fields, right? His progress, how he feels within the offense. This will be the Bears and Fields' first opportunity to go up against a different defense. He actually said that the other day when he found out he would be playing in the preseason. Yeah, it'll be nice to go up against a different defense, he said. All eyes are on him during the preseason. We all want to know how things are going to go, how the offense looks. Is Fields comfortable in Luke Getsy's scheme? I'm assuming there's going to be some up and down moments, especially in this first preseason game, but you're hoping things look fairly crisp as we progress between now and week 1. The goal for all of us is for Fields to look better than last year, to be more consistent. That word has been used a lot by me on this show throughout training camp. Find more consistency, stacking those days in practice like we've been talking about, because we want these numbers to become more consistent, raise the completion percentage, more touchdowns than interceptions, smart play overall. We know he can run around and make plays with his feet. We'll see how much they have him do that in the preseason. Obviously, you don't want him to take any unnecessary hits, so maybe not more than a 1 or 2 designed runs. Maybe he'll scramble some, but ideally he won't take too much of a beating during the preseason. What I want to see, quick and smart decision-making. Get the ball out. If the first read is there, get the ball to him. If he can get through his progressions, get to that second, third, fourth read from times when that first read isn't there. That's what advanced level quarterbacks do. We're hoping he can take that step this season. Now, there is a question, should you play your starters, especially your quarterback, during the preseason? What do you guys think? Should Justin Fields play during the preseason? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I think with where this team is right now, he needs to play in the preseason, so I'm going to type my Y for yes. We'll make this the pinned comment on today's video. Should Justin Fields play during the preseason? Storyline number 2, things to watch during the Bears preseason opener against the Chiefs. Braxton Jones at left tackle, and this is very close to storyline number 1 because I think it works directly together. Can this 5th-round rookie out of Southern Utah really win this left tackle job? He's been getting most of the reps at left tackle during training camp. Since the pads have gone on, he's taken about 90% of those starting reps. Sean Coleman got a few on a practice over the weekend because Jones got nicked up for a sec, but he returned, practice in full the next day, so he's good to go. Is this real? Can Braxton Jones be that guy on the left side of the offensive line? I don't think any of us saw this coming when they drafted him a few months ago. I think when the Bears drafted 4 rookies in the 5th round or later on the offensive line, I think you're thinking, okay, maybe one of these guys will start this year, but I don't think any of us were like, oh yeah, this Braxton Jones kid is going to be the anchor at left tackle. That's been quite the development, as it appears he's getting a real chance to do that. Obviously, the offensive line as a whole is something to watch with Lucas Patrick injured. I believe Sam Mustipher will be the starting center at first. I expect Doug Kramer to play a lot. as well. And then obviously, where does Riley Reef plug in? Does he play in the preseason opener as a 10-year vet or so? He may not. Michael Schofield, same deal. We'll see how much he plays, but should be a lot of guys rotating in and out, opportunities to show what you've got, because the offensive line is certainly not settled at this point in time. Now, you can go bet on this game and all of the preseason action in the NFL with our sportsbook partner, BetUS. Get started today. Create an account by going to chatsports.com/Bears. We got a great deal for you guys, because when you plug in that promo code BEARDOWN when you sign up, you're going to get 125% deposit bonus. So go to chatsports.com/Bears, promo code BEARDOWN, all one word, bear down. You'll get that deposit bonus, $100 down. You get 125 for free. Betting odds for this one, Bears 3.5-point favorites at home. The over-under set for 35. A lot of these preseason games get clunky. They're low scoring, although the Hall of Fame game turned out to be fairly high scoring. I think it ended up being 27-11 or something, so 38 points. Not crazy high scoring, but the over hit in that one. Want to go bet, make some money all season long? Get an account going with BetUS. Chatsports.com/Bears, promo code BEARDOWN. All right, next up, other rookies. Obviously, Braxton Jones is a rookie, but I think the preseason is a great time to see what these rookies are. Obviously, Jaquan Brisker has been a guy that's really stood out during training camp. Kyler Gordon, him and Velus Jones Jr. are in that day-to-day category right now. We're filming this on Monday, pushing it out on Monday, so we'll see how much they practice throughout the week. Hopefully, they're both able to play. Doug Kramer, I mentioned a moment ago. I think he's going to get a lot of opportunities at that center position with Lucas Patrick out. Tristan Ebner has flashed at camp. Excited to watch him as a running back and on special teams. And then Dominic Robinson should be fun to watch. I think he's going to play a lot during the preseason coming off the edge. Zach Thomas, Tyree Carter, rookie O-linemen who are rotating in and out. They'll get some playing time. And then Elijah Hicks as well. He could be on the roster bubble. Then Trenton Gill, the punter. Laugh at me if you want. I want to see how far this kid can boom the ball, replacing veteran punter Pat O'Donnell. So all these rookies should get a lot of playing time. Should be exciting to see how they all perform. It's a great time for these rookies to get real live reps against other teams. So they should get to play a lot. I, for one, am very excited to see how much they play and how well they play during the preseason opener against the Chiefs. Which rookie are you most excited to watch during the preseason? I think Braxton Jones is the one I'm keeping the closest eye on, but maybe which one are you most excited to watch? Jaquan Brisker, Kyler Gordon, Velus Jones, if he plays, should be a fun one to watch. Let us know what you guys are thinking when it comes to the rookies. All right, a couple more here. Wide receiver competition. Listen, with N'Keal Harry and Byron Pringle injured and out right now, obviously Harry is for sure not going to play in this game. I don't expect Pringle to be back for this one either. I think he's going to miss a couple of weeks. Obviously Darnell Mooney, but I don't expect him to play much. But there's opportunity here. Equanimeous St. Brown. You've got Dazz Newsome, Tajae, Sharpe, David Moore, Dante Pettis. All these guys should get opportunities to show what they can have, because there's still competition to fill out this wide receiver depth chart. Who's going to make the team? Who's not? There's a lot of reps that are going to be out there for some other guys at the wide receiver position. I think you got 9 or 10 guys competing for 5 or 6 spots. So something to watch not only in this preseason game, but throughout the preseason for Chicago. Speaking of Bears versus Chiefs, we're going to have a live watch party this Saturday and during all the preseason games for you guys here on Bears Now. If you joined us for our watch parties last year, you kind of know what the drill is. Live scoreboard on screen. I provide play-by-play. We crack open a couple of beers. Super chats get flowing, and I do fun stuff for you guys as well. The more super chats you send in, the more I drink, and it's fun for everybody. So join us. We'll go live 15 minutes before kickoff, probably 11:45 a.m. Central Time, 12:45 Eastern. Producer Sam, who's producing today's show, he's going to be with us as well, so you guys will get to see and hear from him. Also, should be fun, exciting time as watch party season is back. Subscribe to the channel, of course, for daily videos here on the show as well. All right, last one. I don't know how much of this you can take away from Matt Eberflus, but game management is obviously very important. I don't know how many situational opportunities he'll get in the preseason, but it's his first game as an NFL head coach. Like, he's been waiting a long time to be in this position. He's making all the decisions in terms of when to challenge a play, go for it or punt on 4th down, when to kick a field goal, when to go for it, those type of things. So with this being his first crack at it, being a first-year head coach, I'm going to be watching that a little bit here to see just how he is on the sidelines, how he looks out there, how comfortable he is. I'm sure the nerves are going to be there for a guy like Eberflus, but we know him, very prepared guy. He's not going to be overwhelmed, but something to monitor during the preseason to see what type of those decisions he actually makes for this football team. So there you have it. 5 things to watch out for the Bears as they take on the Chiefs in the preseason opener. Kickoff 1 o'clock Eastern, noon Central Time. Again, we will be live here on YouTube and Rumble with a live watch party, and you can bet on the game as well. Chatsports.com/Bears to get started with BetUS. All right, predict the score. If anybody predicts the score correctly, we will give you a shout-out on a video next week. So get your score predictions in between the Bears and the Chiefs. And you got to let us know who is winning as well. So you could put Bears 24, Chiefs 17, Chiefs 20, Bears 10, whatever it is. You got to indicate which score goes with what team. So get those score predictions in, and if anybody gets it right, we will give you a shout-out. All right, that's going to do it for today's episode of Chicago Bears Now. No camp practice today, so we'll be back tomorrow with the latest training camp news and notes with our live show, 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 Eastern, so join us tomorrow for that. If any news drops later today, we'll have another video as well. I'm out of here. I'm Harrison Graham. We'll see you soon here on the channel.